Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rahmawati. I'm going to explain the storyline about the novel American Claimant, created by Mark Twain. In the first, I will explain biography Mark Twain. Samuel Leghorn Clemens was born in the United States in the small village of Florida, Missouri. The boy was born on November 13, 1835 to the family of the local judge. Samuel Langhorne Clemens, 1835 to 1910 years, better known by then pen name Mark Twain, was an American writer, entrepreneur, publisher, and teacher. Among his novels were The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, 1876 years, and its sequel, Adventure of Huckleberry Finn, 1885 years. The latter often called the Great American Novel. Twain grew up in Hannibal, Missouri, which later served as the background for Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. After an internship at the printer, Twain worked as a typist and contributed articles to his older brother's newspaper, Orion Clemens. He later became a riverboat pilot and the Mississippi River before heading west to join Orion in Nevada. He jokingly referred to his lack of success in mining, touring to journalism for the Virginia City Territorial Enterprise in 1865 years. His humorous tale, The Celebrated Jumping Frog of Clover's Country, was published based on the story he heard at the Angels Hotel in Angels Camp, California, where he spent some time as a miner. The short story attracted international attention and was even translated into classical Greek. Okay, next plot: The American Claimant. The American Claimant is a 1892 years novel by American humorist and author Mark Twain. Twain writes novels with the help of pornographic dictation, the first author to do so. It is also an attempt to write a book without mentioning the weather, the first of its kind in fictional literature. The American Claimant is a comedy about mistaken identities and multiple selves. Her cast of characters includes an American attracted to the British hereditary aristocracy and a British aristocrat fascinated by American democracy.
Oke, next karakter. Yang pertama, Colonel Mulberry Seller, an eccentric white-headed old man who became the rightful heir to the Earl of Rossmore after the death of his relative. Samuel Leather, according to his wife, Seller was a cunning, generous, keen, cunning, helpful, accountable father who was very much loved for his generosity and approachability. While many of his eccentric money-making schemes are failures, he does go on streaky, as he calls it, occasionally, and makes a fair amount of money. One of the strikes was a very popular toy, Pig and the Clover, which created and patented. Next, yang kedua, Washington Hawkins, the legend of Congress from the Cherokee tribe who partnered with Colonel Sellers on some of his plans. Hawkins has been described as a dashing and looked desperate man who generally indicates he is 50 years old, but his hair is sworn into a hundred. And the beginning of the novel, he has lived with his wife, Lizzie, and their children in the far west for the past 15 years. Next, Sailor Sally Gwendolyn, the younger of Colonel Mulberry Sailor and Sailor Polly. She attended Rowena Ivanhoe College, the most artistic and selected center for women education in the United States. Like her father, Sally is given romantic aspiration and delusions of grandeur. She happily took the name Gwendolyn after her father became the rightful heir to the Earl of Rossmore. However, the narrative portrays Sally as having multiple personalities. She is salesman of Sally, who is practical and democratic, and Lady Gwendolyn, who is romantic and aristocratic. During the day, she labored designing and sewing dresses to help financially support her family, and at night she upheld the imagined fantasy of family royalty. She falls in love with Howard Tracy at first sight and then gives up her aristocratic aspiration to be with him. Next, Berkeley Rushmore, Howard Tracy, the only son and heir of the Earl of Rushmore. According to the narration, his full name is Honorable Kirkbride Lanover Major Ben Seller, Viscount Berkeley of Sholmodeley Castle, which according to the narrative is pronounced Hanover Marsbank Seller, Viscount Berkeley of Camley Castle, works at the beginning of the novel. Berkeley announces his intention to go to America and swap places with Simon Leather, the man he considers to be the rightful heir. He wants to rather from my wrong existence, a wrong position, and start his life again, starting right, starting at the level of mere masculinity without artificial help, and succeeding or failing with pure merit or desire will go to America, where everyone is equal and I'll have the same opportunity. I will live or die, drown or swim, win or lose, just as a man itself, and not a single helping the con or the fiction behind in his arrival to the United States. the, no, the hotel where he is staying catches fire, and during his escape, he grabs and dresses himself in latest one army outfit and hat, leading everyone to believe he is a, a cowboy. After the newspaper announced that Berkeley had died in the fire, he decided to give up his old identity and call himself Howard Tracy, decided to work from his life according to democracy principles. I think this all for me. Thank you.